The lady at Trader Joe's, when I said, why didn't you put the other flowers in my bag with the plastic on it, threatened to hurt me and my wives with a box cutter. At which point I demanded my flowers and I left. Which way you gonna go? Which way? There's always more than one. Yo, you see them rainbows jumping on that shit? This isn't surfing and this isn't skateboarding. It's signboarding USA. When you're riding the signs, you gotta ride with the times, cause it's God's time. Surfing signboarding USA. Hey, don't go right, don't go left, go forward. Let's go forward. What's the opposite of progress? Congress. What's the opposite of Congress? Progress. And after getting kicked out of church the other week for yelling Mubarak Ramadan by Minister Bowen, Priest Bowen, who works in the White House as the main holy man for the United States of America, I went over to H Street to see what's conniving with these punks with the PUNKS who make fun of the people with the PUNX. And guess what? Guess what happened? Then I get arrested after he attacks me because people think I hate gay people. I don't hate gay people. I just hate faggots. They're the ones who will rape you in the ass in a secret and darkly lonely dark places. And I'm pushing my things back now, just like the bum I used to be, except for I got all the groceries to pretend that no one's gonna rob me from my fucking apartment like's been happening since I was incarcerated after church. Let out on Monday, which would have been Monday, March 7th. Then went back to have to smoke weed in front of the cops 2 times to teach the staff where I live that they're endangering my life by not letting me smoke on the premises, since the people who live there smoke weird ass shit, cigarettes like Spice and whatever, or dip cigarettes or PCP, and also drink and smoke cigarettes there. But I have to smoke on the street because grandpas be coming at me with fucking knives because I don't want to buy their crack or their blowjobs in the alleyway. And that's called firepower, whatever the hell that means. This is Navy Yard where the traffic ain't come back yet. And then the police came, and after they made me smoke in the yard and people watch, then they made me smoke in the room and people watch, and then guess what? Then they took me to the psych ward up past St. Elizabeth's to an abandoned fucking place. And then police came one day and said, I'll get out the next day. And told the staff to let me out at 11. Then the next day, helicopters came and let me out. And they let us out. And I got a piece of paper with a signature on it, or the word Nathaniel Vizdos written in the very succinct written language of Joanne Mary Strass from previously, of all other things, National President for Graduate Women in Science, for NIH and the other people experiment on human people, evil people worldwide, like the fucking Nazis back in the day. That's fucking true. And she's out of fucking Millville and Butler, Pennsylvania. Don't confuse that with anything else except for the Heinz 57, which was really come out in 1867, the same time as Angola fucking prison. Heinz was Angola prison fucking juice food for the butthole, the mouth, and nasty chemicals for the body. And then I said, Doc Martin skinheads run the world, we run the military worldwide. I'm wearing Doc Martens and I am a skinhead. Ah! And that's what I fucking yelled. And then I walked by all the police and smoked a weed. And I'm walking back to Anacostia across the bridge now. Fucking A fuck. And when I spit twice at people, that's the spitting of a fucking serpent that kills. Because this is the year of the snake, which is the serpent if you are a man. And guess what? If my loved one is in the heavens, I put me a serpent straight in the fucking clouds. And if you murder my loved one, you just put about 10 zillion fucking serpents on the ground for me. All fucking love. From Washington D.C, United States of America, March 10th, 2025. My name is Nathaniel Shellhays Vizdos, also called Than Vizdos. Also Vizdos TV. I'm an author and a poet. You can buy my books on Amazon. Straight the fuck up in paper version. I do not sell electronics. And I've only ever sold maybe a couple $100 worth of books. At fucking most. Further on up the road. Further on up the road. And I'll meet you further on up the road. Do 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 do. Further on up the road, when the days are marked and the way is cold, don't you know we meet you further up the road. Hey, by the way, if you've ever been incarcerated in these recent years, the county basically just blames everyone else. Basically. So the county always blames the cops, and the cops always blame the county. So in here, my temperature in this room always says 74 degrees. But it's cold in here now, and earlier it was hot. So they do here to me what the cops do is they turn the temperature up and down. Or they're gassing the air, which makes it colder or hotter. Because it was hot in this part and cold in the back, but the vents are all open. This always says the same thing though. Now it's juggling. You see that? Now they got it juggling, but 74. And I did get robbed. I got my list of stuff that I got robbed of here. Somewhere here. I got some stuff back from the church that I attend as well, from Deacon Lee. And then I bought some art supplies. And until I get a new roommate, I'm putting my stuff right there like that. And then I got this has like a lot of other stuff. And I got my TV the day after Christmas at the day after Christmas sale for like $300. Now this room is kind of opening up. You know, like, some of my shit was trashed as well. So they gave me the goppy goo on my shit when I was gone. And I took a couple pictures, and then that's that. I threw that shit. I just bought this. I had to buy this to make up for my gap. It's a very, very nice Apple setup that I bought for like a lot of money, like $80 or whatever. It's only Apple, whatever kind of shit it is. I got my iPad Pro missing, my old iPhone 13 with a terabyte, that champagne, $300 cash missing off the table, $7,000 an envelope missing, passport missing, social security card missing. Where's my list at? Let me get back to you on that shit. Get back to some Johnny Cash.
So, when you get disability money, you get good stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you get disability money, you get good stuff. And then when you're also still homeless in housing, working towards permanent housing, over here in Anacostia, and you're about to have your housing meeting, you want to make sure everybody knows who you are, so you got to keep it solid. So you got to put on your gangster slippers. These are the real thug gangster slippers right here. You take your laces out, and you put these on.
This is a change in the Bible that just happened this morning, live while I was on Instagram doing my preaching or whatever you want to call this stuff I do. Here's the change right there. MNASON.
Hey, I didn't come back here to smoke. I'd use the bathroom. I had to find a tree. And I've never been here in this alleyway before, but it's right a place near me. I was just down at the Starbucks smoking a weed outside for the cops and the federales to get the people out of jail cells and the prisons who are still in the jail cells and the prisons, and half of this nation called the United States of America. And I always am thankful, I'm always thankful for Doc Martin people. It's part of the culture. Every culture has their thing. Doc Martens are part of the punks and the skins. Doc Martens are originally waterproof and slip-resistant boots for workwear. They had crosses on the bottom of the soles, but now there's lines unless you get the other ones. And here's Doc Martin Alley, right here near my house, the Doc Martin Alley. And those are Doc Martin prints. And that's how I know it's okay to pee up here at the tree in Doc Martin Alley, because of these prints right here. And the skins they came through, or the punks. You know, you had to be a punk before you became a skinhead, or just go straight into punk rock, skinhead, hardcore, sharp, skinheads against racial prejudice. So you think about it, you step back and forth and you go, I can pee in that alley safely, and you go. And you always trust the signs, although sometimes I punch the signs and almost break my fucking hands, or I break them and they heal quickly. Anyways, it's culture specific, just like Vans. Vans are culture specific as well. And these people who do knockoffs or imitations need to be stopped worldwide from stealing all the artists and all the businesses of the artists and the surfers and the skateboarders and the snowboarders and motocross, BMX. Stop stealing our shit.